Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? Hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEBS Home School. This is Shahjadi Akter, Assistant Teacher of Science of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today I am going to take a physics class for class 10 students. My dear students, our today's topic, chapter 10 discussion. Today's lecture number 4 and SW number 3. My dear students, let's start our class. This is chapter 1, static electricity, and for this chapter, this is our last discussion. Okay, now we'll discuss potential difference. What is potential difference? To know this, we'll discuss something. You must have seen different warning signs on electric lines. You must have seen different warning signs on electric lines, like danger, that is 10,000 volt. They are written danger 10,000 volt. So you all know that there is a thing known as electric shock, and it is very dangerous. There are also examples of careless people dying from being electrocuted, and if you have understood potential, then you can guess what actually happens. My dear students, electric potential means that we know the charge flow due to a potential differences, not due to the value of potential. That's why when a crow sits on a high voltage electric cable, it does not get electrocuted, because the potential of the cable on the crow are equal. There is no difference. Not only this, but also workers work on high voltage cable of 10,000 or 20,000 volts from a helicopter use only bare hands. They don't get any electric shock because when they touch the high voltage cable, the potential of their body becomes equal to the potential of the cable as they are in air. There is no difference in potential, so no charge flows. They don't get an electric shock. This means the voltage difference is important, not the value of voltage. Okay, the voltage difference is important, not the value of voltage. Everyone should know this. Now see that we know the earth to have zero potential. My dear students, we know the earth to have zero potential. The earth is so large that if it is given some charge, earth can take it and the potential will not increases. Again, if some charge is taken from the potential from earth, and potential would not decreases. So everything is measured with respect to the earth, considering it is as zero potential. You must have noticed that heavy electric equipments are always attached to the ground very well, that is, we know earthing. This means if a lot of charge starts flowing after an accident, then the charges can immediately and safely pass to the ground without harming those who are around. My dear students, I think all of you have understood what is potential difference. Now come to next topic, capacitor. This is important for knowledge based question. What is capacitor? First we'll know the definition of capacitor. A capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy in an electric field. A capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy in an electric field. My dear students, when the capacitance of a body is C, and if Q amount of charge is given to the body, then the potential V will be V equals to Q by C. This is also the formula, and you have to learn this formula to solve mathematical problem. We have seen already that for a metallic sphere of radius r, the capacitance C is C equals to R divided by K. But the most simple and effective capacitor is made by keeping two metal plates side by side, that is given in the figure, on this figure, and if one plate is charged positively and other charged negatively, then an electric field is developed between the two plates and energy is stored in the electric field. So for a capacitor, if capacitance is C, voltage B, then the energy stored in it is energy equals to half CV square. My dear students, this is also very important formula. You have to learn this formula to solve mathematical problems. Now we will solve by using this formula. Now we will solve a mathematical problem by using this formula. The question, what is the amount of stored energy if 10 volt electric potential is applied to a 20 microfarad capacitor? My dear students, see that in the question here given the energy electrical potential given 10 volt electrical potential, that is V, here given 10 volt, and this is the capacitor here capacitance of this capacitor here given 20 microfarad. Okay, now we will write this formula. We know energy equals to half CV square. Okay, here C given 20 microfarad, and we have to convert this microfarad into farad, that is we have to multiply with 10 to the power minus 6. My dear students, now I will show you this calculation. Here given electric potential, that is V equals to 10 volt, and here given the capacitor C equals to 20 microfarad. We have to convert this microfarad into farad, that means 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Okay, so now we will write the formula E equals to half CV square. Now put the value half into C means 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 into V means 10 whole square. Okay, by doing this calculation we can find that 10 to the power minus 3 joule, that is 1 millijoule. Okay, now we convert this joule into milli. Okay, millijoule. Okay, my dear students, I hope all of you have understood this mathematical problem. This is very easy and important for MCQ. This type of mathematical problem important for MCQ. Now next topic, go to next page, uses of static electricity. My dear students, now we will discuss about the uses of static electricity. Suppose photocopy machine is also the uses of static electricity, the Venn diagram machine, fuel truck, electronics, there then lightning and lightning arrestor, and the static electric color spray. These all are the uses of static electricity. My dear students, now go to next page. Here given two mathematical problem, the number 1 and 2, and do this mathematical problem of your own. Okay, number 1 question, 4 coulomb and minus 1 coulomb charge are kept 1 meter apart. At which point of the line joining them is the magnitude of the electric field 0? My dear students, this type of mathematical problem in the previous class we have solved. Here given two charges, that is Q1 for 4 coulomb charge and Q2 is minus 1 coulomb charge, and the distance between these two charges is 1 meter. So you have to find out at which point the magnitude of the electric field will be 0. That means there is no electric field. Okay, I think all of you have understood this mathematical problem. Try of your own. And now then come to next mathematical problem, number 2. An electron in a hydrogen atom revolves around the nucleus due to Coulomb's force. The mass of electron is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Here given the mass of the electron, and proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. So my dear student, in this question here given the mass of electron and mass of proton, and for this there is also a gravitational force between them, and which of these two forces is greater than by how much? Okay, my dear students, I think all of you have understood this mathematical problem also. Here given the mass of electron and mass of proton, and between these two charges, between these two atoms, there is two kind of force here activate, Coulomb's force and gravitational force. Then you have to find out which type of force is greater than and how much is greater than. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this mathematical problem also. Try of your own these two mathematical problem at home. Now come to next page, exercise. This is MCQ. Here given MCQ number 1. The name of the apparatus used to determine the presence of charge is here given ammeter, voltmeter, microscope, electroscope. My dear students, all of you we have learned that is electroscope is used to the presence of charge. Then number 2, on which factor does the electrostatic force between two charges not depend? My dear students, all of we have known the Coulomb law, that is Coulomb law. We know F equals to K Q1 Q2 divided by R square. So we know that the answer will be question here given the distance between the distance between the charges, and I repeat the question again, on which factor does the electrostatic force between two charges not depend? Okay, number 1, the distance between the charge, number 2, the nature of the medium in which the charges are placed, and number 3, the mass of the charges. So my dear students, see the figure, see the formula here and don't give any mass. So number 3 and 2 is correct answer. Okay, then which one of the following is correct? That is number A. Number A is correct answer. Sorry, 2 and 3, that is number C is correct answer. Okay, and number 3, then next MCQ, the unit of electric field intensity is Newton per Coulomb. Electric field, okay, electric field is Newton per Coulomb. And then number 4, volt is the unit of what? We know that electric potential. The unit of electric potential is volt. And number 5 question in figure, number 1, some charges will flow from sphere A to sphere B. Number 2, some charges will flow from B to A, and number 3, the charge difference remains same. No, we know that number 1 is correct, that some charges will flow from A to B. My dear students, I think all of you have understood our today's topic. Your today's SW number is 3, and make 5 MCQ from this chapter. My dear students, from this chapter static electricity, you have to make 5 MCQ and submit it on 29 January. My dear students, I think all of you have understood our today's topic properly. Practice properly this chapter. See you again in the next class. Allah Hafiz.